What's up, everyone? 3D Prince 747 here, back again with another video. So I was looking around YouTube today and saw that Michael from Teaching Tech, which if you haven't subscribed to him, you should because he's awesome, made a drill attachment that allows it to print perfectly straight. So I've got the print on and I've got the parts ordered, and we'll see how this thing goes. Stay tuned. Okay, so I'm at a point now where I have everything printed, put together. I did have to reprint this because as I was inserting the nut in there, it cracked. You can see the crack right there probably. Not a big deal. This was like a 30-minute print. I increased the walls to 6 and the infill to 85 instead of 80. That's awesome. I inserted the bearings in here, added this adjustment screw in. We'll show you how to use that in a little bit. It's kind of going to bring it in and off, or in and out for the where it attaches to the clutch on the drill. So we'll see that when I'm finished. So yeah, I can toss this piece. And I also purchased these two kits because I needed the M520 bolts for here. And I needed a 10 for there, I think. Maybe an 8 for there. And then I needed the 80 for this piece here going through. These were like $9 each, $10 each. Not a big deal. The rods were, I think, $10. I'll put a description to everything in the, or I'll put a link to everything in the description below. I've marked these off. I'm going to take them out to the garage and cut them in half. I'm going to use a Dremel tool. And the only other thing, once I cut these and put everything together, is I have to figure out the spring situation. I need a spring. And I have one in my toolbox out in the garage, but I'm not sure it's going to be the right one, and I think I need 2. So I need to figure that out still. Also, I don't know if you can tell the difference, but I'm using, I just picked up a DJI mic mini. So hopefully the sound is a little better here. The quality is better and more even. So yeah, so let's go ahead and I'm going to get these cut and we will be back to continue assembly. All right, so here's where we are right now. This is together. I cut the rods in half. And the way it connects to your drill, if you've looked in at Michael's video, this goes over top of the clutch right there. And you want to make sure that it's even on all 4 sides before you tighten it, just so that you have a straight cut. I do have to print another one of these. This is where the spring goes. I'm not sure I'm going to need it, but we'll see. This has a stopper so that if you're drilling something long, you can adjust it so that it doesn't move as you press down on the part. This thing is going to be awesome. I'll show you a test vid at the end. One thing that I did wrong that I had to correct was I put these TPU pieces on backwards. Make sure they're angled, and I didn't know it at the time. I didn't notice that, but you can see the angle. Make sure that the lower side of the angle is out where the spring pieces are. I've got it, like I said, I got to print another one of these. I don't know why I only printed one. I thought I printed everything in the set. Maybe I just had to duplicate that and didn't see that in the notes. But otherwise, this thing's gonna be awesome. I'll get out tomorrow, and once I print this other piece on the other side just to cover those up. These are the cut pieces I did with the Dremel. They're not perfect, but they're good enough. Once I print the other one here, get it attached here and get this a little more stable because this kind of locks them in place, I'll go outside and drill into a piece of wood and see how things go. But this is pretty awesome. He did an awesome job designing this. So all the links again are going to be in the description. I might turn this around maybe. I guess it doesn't matter. All the links are going to be in the description. I have some Amazon affiliate links. Just take a note of that. You don't have to use them, but if you do, it helps the channel. But yeah, I'm looking forward to using this. It's going to be awesome just when you have to like drill and don't have to worry about the thing angling. It's just going to be a solid straight drill. Same with on the wall. So yeah, we'll report back in a little bit. Okay, so as I was tightening this onto the drill, you can see that this foot started to pull out because of the pressure. And that's really the only one. So I'm going to glue them in place and try this again tomorrow and see if we can get a decent grip, because it started to, I don't know, kind of, they're not even. That's not going to be an even hole. So let me go ahead and pop these off, glue them in place, and then we'll go from there. And maybe Michael said that they should be glued in place. I'll have to check back and see if the instructions say that. So stay tuned. All right, so I've got this cage built. It wouldn't fit on the newer Ryobi. I don't know if it's because the angle here is steeper than the old one. I'm pretty sure that's what the issue is. As I would screw this down to attach it, it would just slide down onto here. It wouldn't stay on the chuck. So luckily I had this Ryobi, this old Ryobi that it's pretty secure with. You can slide it up and down, but you have this lock where you can adjust how deep the drill is going to go. So I'm going to go ahead and drill into this and we'll see what it looks like and how it turns out. Move the camera back a little bit. And right off the bat, I'm not feeling that it's pressing against the wood. And that's probably because I don't have the springs here. That's supposed to keep it from moving, I guess, back. Let me see if I can find a spring. All right, so I tried to find a spring. Being a guitar player, I thought I had a couple of extra tremolo springs laying around, but I don't, or I can't find them. I'm sure I do. But, so what I'm going to do is just hold this in place. And you can see that it's pretty sturdy. But let's give this a go. I'm going to put my trash can under there so that it catches some of the mess. Here we go. chuck loosened. Let me tighten that. Actually, it's not loose. It's weird. Haven't used this drill in a while. This is like my secondary drill for when I'm doing stuff. So I usually use the green one. Yeah, it was going through. So let's go ahead and continue. We should be good. So again, hold this in place since I don't have any springs. And let's get going. That's pretty awesome. I mean, it worked as expected. No issues with it. And it's perfectly aligned. Meaning it's, when I say aligned, I mean it's not on an angle. So normally if you drill without this part, you know, you could angle it and just do whatever. But in my opinion, this really did help. I'm going to use it moving forward if I need to get some holes drilled in a wall or on a board. And that way I know that it's perpendicular. That's awesome. The only thing that I have an issue with is putting it on the new drill. And I said it when I started doing this. So this slides off. This can be put on. Just loosen it a little bit. But I couldn't get it to tighten on the chuck. Maybe I'll hold it back. And he used a new drill. He didn't use the old blue one, but as you see, as I tighten, it's sliding forward. Maybe that's okay if I can get it tight enough. Might not matter. Maybe that won't matter. I mean, yeah, it's pretty tight. Let's get this drill bit out. Put it in here. Tighten this bad boy back up. Let's see where we end up. We might be okay. It's not sliding as easy. And that might just be because they're not perpendicular. All right, let's go ahead and get the stopper done. And let's see where we are here. Hold this down since I don't have any springs. Need a battery. Duh. All right, let's see where we go. You see how the blue one stood up by itself? This is top heavy. Not a big deal, or front heavy, but I mean, that's a good outcome. And I don't see that. That didn't happen when I wiggled it on the old drill. You can see the difference in the chuck size. If I get the camera where it needs to be. See the old, how it's longer? This is shorter and more sloped. So, in my opinion, this is going to work really good on the old Ryobi. On the new one, not so much. It's definitely a cool thing, and I'm going to definitely use it with the old drill, but I'm not going to use it on the new one because it's unpredictable and not reliable. So thanks y'all for watching. Please hit that like button if you haven't already, and subscribe, and we will catch you on the next one.